1 year of my anniversary. Not for marriage, no. It's my diagnosis of my endometriosis and my surgery, my first operation that I had. I just want to give some reflection of like how I'm feeling, how I felt last week, of the process and the journey that I went through of this diagnosis. It's gonna be a hard video, I know. There might be some tears, definitely, because the one that I did before, I was crying, bawling my eyes. Last week I was all over the place because I was in my period and I was thinking about this day and how much I have overcome. But then again, when I spoke to my sister, I felt like I suppressed my pain, suppressed everything, even hearing about the diagnosis and what procedures couldn't be undertaken, like for example the biopsy and no treatment, the aftermath of the whole illness itself, and the recent appointment that I had with my surgeon. And she was confused what to do with me because I'm not going, the pill is not an option for me. And I just straight said it to her, no is a no. And then she offered me the MRI and referring me to an endo specialist. But I just, like, no one knows when you are hit with a health issue, you need to start your life over again. You have to sometimes leave the corporate world, you have to leave your studies. And whoever who hasn't gone through a situation like that, you can't, we're not on the same plate. But one thing I want to leave you off from this 1 year of my diagnosis is never give up. Regardless of the pain, that illness that you heard of, if you either heard it alone or not, keep striving for yourself. Because that pain, that illness, if you really have the intellect in understanding why you are going through a situation. I know why I'm going through this in a health issue, because God is planning or shaping my future and shaping me, and I know something good is going to come out of this. Everything that went in the past, there was always a good outcome. It sounds bizarre to say something like that to a person with a health issue, but everything, the next chapter is going to be good for you. If you don't tell yourself that, your mind is going to be in the illusion of, oh my god, my life is shit, my life is just a mess, I'm not going to get out through this volcano, this like turmoil that I'm going through. And one thing I just want you to leave from this video is keep striving for yourself, keep chasing that dream. If you're not staying in the corporate world, build something for yourself. I built this, the Heart Compass, because I wanted something to read near me, or someone to read near me, or me to read whilst I was in that bed, because I was bawling my eyes out. I had no one, because my family had to leave, because there was a duration of when visitors can stay. I just felt lonely. But then again, I'm a person, when I'm in pain or when I don't want to tell my emotions, I shoo everyone away, because that's how I deal with my stuff. And remember, crying, it's fine, because the more harder you cry, that you're healing, that pain is getting lifted off your shoulder. I think no tears are gonna come right now, because I'm just trying to think of words, how I would, or what I would tell myself if there was a reflection of me last year. What would I say? I would say, yeah, Mina, there's no cure yet. You're gonna get through this. Everything eventually is gonna fall in place. Inshallah, you meet other girls who's going through the same, situation as you. And remember that you're human. Remember that I know how strong you are. You will keep your tears in, but remember, it's good to cry. It's good to let that steam off, because there's other people who are suffering through the same, health issue or situation or, event, that they just want to hear something that don't give up, because that little version of yourself wants to see you succeed. Ma salama, babes.